Hello, good evening. Good evening. It is a little after 9 p.m. I didn't even do a post to say, oh, shoot, my microphone. Hold on, my microphone. I forgot my microphone. Look, it's been a long, let me tell you, it's been a long, long day. So, um, Mimi Mocha Treats, can you leave a comment to let me know, please, that you can hear me? I was sitting there talking to the air, didn't he have my microphone? My goodness. Hopefully you can hear me. And I don't see a comment yet. It's been a long day, I tell you. I am looking forward to this weekend. And even though it is only, is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday and tomorrow's Thursday. Yes, I'm still looking forward to this weekend. Yes, girl. I don't even know if you can hear me. Anyway, so live today will not be live tomorrow because I am traveling. Will not be live Friday because I will be on a quick vacation, and I will be returning Monday afternoon. Anyways, I wanted to come on live real quick because this one, we are going live talking, answering questions, talking to folks who have questions, and I just want to be able to come on here and answer anybody's questions. Now, this question though I got online. I will say I found this because I found this situation. First, I was like, this can't be real. I'm assuming it's real, but I still wanted to come on here and address this question. Now I'm gonna read the question. It is a long one because she goes into the situation, right? And I want to then respond to it, and then I want you to. Oh yes, I can see your message. Gracias, Mimi of Mocha Treats. Thank you. Okay, so this is the situation. I'm just going to read it and then I'm going to address it in that. And if you have any comments, please, or any advice for this person, it is a woman. By all means, leave the comment or your advice in the description. Oh, if this is the first time to my channel, I am VEE Mindful. I'm a relationship coach and published author. And on this channel, we talk about everything related to relationships. Let me just say, typically for the mature adult, somebody who's 45, 50 and older, because I do feel like our set of challenges are a little bit different than somebody who's my children's age, 20, 25, 30, right? So I wanted to create my content talking to people who probably are on their second time around in their relationships, maybe married and divorced, empty nesters, grown children, grandchildren, because I do feel like our relationships might need a little bit of extra love. Anyway, here's the situation. Okay. So she's asking, would you have been pissed off in this situation? And if so, how would you have handled it? Now, this is a real situation. Okay. Anyway, so she said, my husband and I went to Costco today. I really didn't want to go because she said I wasn't feeling well. She was feeling dizzy, but he wanted her. I'm going to just read it like how she wrote it. But he wanted me to go with him. So I agreed. Picked up a couple of things. He went and sat in the cafe. Remember, she ain't feel well. She said, I stood in line at the checkout for half an hour, then went to the table where he was. He had a seat for me. Hold on, let's see. He had a seat for me, and I went to the cafe kiosk to order food for him. Stood there another 20 minutes waiting to get his food. She put his in quotations. Took it back to the table to him, and he had given my seat away to another lady. Remember, she was dizzy. She ain't feel well. I stood there not feeling well, wanting to sit, and the lady looked at me and said, well, he told me I could sit here. Mm, 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 mm. I said, well, he shouldn't have. He knew I would need a place to sit, and I'm not feeling great, so I really need to sit, please. She did not move. My husband did not get up to let me sit down either. He stayed quiet. I stood there with his food in my hands. I was really dizzy. I had been standing there almost an hour in total by now for him, in quotes. She said, I got angry, said nothing, just took his food over to the garbage can, threw it in, took my car key and waited and walked out to the car. He came behind me asking me what was wrong. Okay. Unbelievable. He said I was just being polite to the lady and gave her the seat. I said, then why didn't you give her your seat? Okay. My eyes getting crossed, y'all. Oh, I'm old. Okay, she said, "Why didn't you give her your seat? Why did you give her mine?" He said, "Well, a man is supposed to have respect for women." And I said, "Yeah, and that starts with your wife first." He kept trying to justify the actions. I went silent because I was too unwell to argue. Came home and laid down. I'm still angry, but I have no intention of engaging with him until I'm feeling better. Just wondering how would you have handled this situation? And so I read this because I was like, this can't be real, but it is a real situation, unfortunately. Personally, you said what he went to the cafe. Hold on. He went to the cafe. No, first of all, he went to Costco. He went to Costco knowing, my thing, if first, the whole situation was off from the jump. If you're not feeling well, I know they said in sickness and in health, that you are to be married. However, if you are not feeling well, why would your husband have asked you to go anyway? This man was not being considerate from the immediate jump, right? I really think it's important that as people, as men and women, that we establish boundaries. Just because somebody wants you to do something doesn't mean that you have to do it, right? If especially if you're not in the mood or if you're not feeling well, you should not be doing things just to appease somebody else. That's what we call people pleasing. And I did a whole video about how to not be a people pleaser, right? We have to be able to establish a set of boundaries for ourselves, because ultimately, if you're not even looking out for yourself, how do you expect others to look out for you? If you're not even respecting yourself, how do you expect someone else to respect you? I personally would have said, I'm not going to Costco. I don't have a Costco membership. I can see and tell you that. So I don't know what they serve in the cafe, but I'm pretty sure what they serve in a cafe is not going to trump me, getting up out my bed, knowing I'm not feeling well. And nothing is in that Costco cafeteria that's going to get me so excited that I would just forget that I'm dizzy and forget that I'm not feeling well, that I feel like I have to go eat at Costco. I think, if he knows that she's not even valuing herself, her time, her energy, and her health, why should he? So, yes, I feel you, Mimi. Yeah, I agree. Exactly right. Me personally, we want to talk about masculine men, and men are supposed to look out for women. But like she said, you're supposed to look out for your wife first. Isn't she a woman? Ain't she a woman? So anyways, I'm not gonna say that's like calls for divorce, but I would be looking at my husband's side eye. But these are things like he's had to been showing you who he is this whole time. It's not like you woke up and just realized that, oh, my husband's an ass. No, he's been showing you this whole time. You just ain't been paying attention. We got to pay attention to how people treat us, men as well. You got to pay attention to how your woman treats you. If it's not making you feel loved, then you got to ask yourself, why am I with this person? So I think she should ask herself that too. So that would be my advice to her. Miss Mimi, I don't know, do you have any advice for our Miss Costco woman? Would you, Mimi, in the comments, would you leave? I hate to say, because I'm not saying y'all be so quick to divorce. he didn't put the toilet seat down. Divorce, and I'm not saying that at all. But I firmly do believe like this person has been showing you signs this whole time. But what would your advice be for our Costco queen? I'm look, I'm reading. Yeah, that's true. He is showing, yeah. And I think a lot of times that when people show you who they are, I think a lot of times we don't believe it. We think that they are, no, that's not really them. We don't want to, I think we don't want to believe it because we don't want to address it. We don't want to face it. We want to live in these rose colored glasses and like nothing's wrong, right? But something is wrong. And I think you absolutely have to address it. You can't sit here and act like it didn't happen. But yep, when people show you who they are, because I could think early in when I was married many, many years ago, and I could think early in my marriage, my then husband, we were married 12 years, my then husband absolutely showed me who he was. Even when we bought our house, I distinctly remember we were sitting at Home Depot And we closed on this big, beautiful home. I had married, we both were professionals. I'm a professional in IT. He's a scientist. We purchased this really big, beautiful house. And I remember we hadn't even officially moved in that house. And you can go through my other videos. And he showed me who he was before I even bought the house with him. Okay. But I still continued like a fool. But, anyways, that was in my 20s. This was well before my growth. But I remember sitting at Home Depot and uh checking out, and I remember thinking, am I making a mistake? Because we had already signed on the house, we already closed on the house, and here we are in Home Depot just getting stuff for the house. We literally were just I had moved in first, he hadn't moved in yet. And I remember him just giving me an attitude, just was nasty. And I was like, what? I didn't know. I just At that point, I didn't even know where the attitude was coming from. But you know what? I faced many more years of that, out of just the moodiness that would come out of nowhere. This man had been shown me who he was. I just didn't want to believe it. So I think when people show you their demeanor, their behavior, y'all, you gotta absolutely believe it. And yeah, you're right. We believe in the possibility. Yeah, we have high hopes for the possibility that their person. We're falling in love with their representation and not that actual person. So we got to pay attention. So hopefully she feels better. She's calmed down, but I do hope that she establishes some boundaries for herself in her marriage. If not, she's going to have a very long and unhealthy, unbalanced, miserable marriage. So you can absolutely love your husband. Teach your husband how to treat you, how to honor you, and how to respect you. It is your responsibility to show people how to love you and treat you. People, no, they supposed to know. No, they not. No, they're not, because you're a different person. I'm a different person. How I want to be loved may not be how you want to be loved. So it is our responsibility to show people how we want to be treated. And after you show them and they refuse to honor your request, then they aren't for you. Let's see. Thank you. All right. Well, that was a question of the day today. Again, I will be back live. Next week, y'all, on Monday, as I take a well-deserved quick trip. But if you have any questions or comments that you would like me to read and address on my channel, I didn't even do a post to say I was going live. I literally just turned the camera on, and that is my bad. I didn't even do a post to say, hey, I'm going live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will aim to do that on Monday, but I just turned the camera on and I clicked go live. All right. So next time, y'all, please enjoy your day, the rest of your day. Oh, and I will be releasing a video tomorrow, and it's talking about sex after 50. It is a video that is very transparent, hopefully very helpful for anybody who's having sex, want to have sex, but maybe having issues with sex as we age and go through menopause, and men's tools, just start facing south. All right. Until next time, y'all, take care of yourselves and have a wonderful, wonderful night.